Hello, it's FSS Scylla again, and I'm here with Bread Fiesta.
Hello.
We're going to play another old game, as you can see by my DOSBox terminal that I have set up right here. Let's type in the things that make the game go.
Run the Batman file.
Batman. This is a game called Legend in Europe, because the ROM is not available as the Four Crystals of Trazere as it was released in the US. I couldn't find it anywhere.
We're playing some silly European game. I don't know about this.
Read on the screen and you can get the backstory here. An evil being as old as the world was stirring in its sleep, summoning dreams of terror and darkness. Those dreams were so powerful that they made waves on the shores of our reality.
Gosh.
Those touched by the thoughts of the Dark One became as one with it and rose up in the raiment of chaos.
Horror game.
They made war upon the land of Trazere, slaying and despoiling all in their path. There was no hope until the day the gods sent us the four adventurers. This is their story. This is the legend.
In Europe.
Yeah, in Europe. This is the Four Crystals of Trazere, and it was also Empire in some other region that I don't remember.
Oh. Which would then spin off to the Fox series Empire. Obviously.
They did actually have a second game of this called the second game had a bunch of names too, because it was Sons of Empire in one region, and whatever the name of the land was in another region, and then it was like, I don't even remember, Legend 2 or something.
Legend 2, Sons of Legend.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh wait, no, I don't have an old game to load. So we're gonna start over, and we can customize our character. As you can saw, it was like a high fantasy, not even high, like I guess mid fantasy game, because there's magic, but it's very rare magic stuff, like only certain people can use it. Very D&D second edition with the stats. You got your armor class, and like, I guess these aren't really D&D, but all of these things are very much like...
Strengthen, all that.
Yeah. You can add these, like, this is how you customize your characters. You add elements to them.
Oh.
So it's kind of bizarre. This changes their stat. Like, you can see that this drops strength but raises dexterity, raises speed, intelligence, lowers constitution. Probably don't want to use that on my Berserker.
You want him to be strong.
Right. I'm confused why fire is not good for the Berserker. You think that would just be like...
Like rage against the machine.
Okay, so
this
raises
Earth.
Yeah, this raises strength, lowers dexterity and speed, lowers intelligence, but that's not going to matter. Raises constitution. That one seems like a good thing to do.
What is hits there?
HP.
Oh.
Hit points, I guess. Nessa's HPs are at max.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that one also raises strength. So we can't combine. They combine in very strange ways. So picking everything does something.
Getting all of the elements.
Yeah. Oh, what's best here?
So it seems like if we're gonna maximize, it seems like just Earth kind of maximizes.
Right.
Like strength and HP.
Mm-hmm. And I can rename him from Slizar Mantric of Smathos into something else, or I can turn him into a lady that has fantasy armor. You know, MMO style. This game was way ahead of its time.
Huh.
But just because I hate the outfit, I'm gonna leave this guy a dude.
That's fair. Is it wearing like jeans? That's very
right.
Era.
That's not anachronistic at all. But she looks cute as a lady. Okay. So I'm gonna have a lady troubadour, Tunal Roskart of Pongbarn.
It's a gender-neutral name.
Yeah, I mean they're all very strange and esoteric names. I think. Okay, what do we want on a troubadour? They actually end up doing a lot of physical combat, but I think they're more dexterity-based, dexterity and speed, so this is probably a good... And intelligence is pretty important, too. Mm-hmm. Raises AC, which is not good, but defense goes up.
What if we give them, like, fire and water or something?
And water. I think that kind of dulls a lot of the gains that we got from this, because like 14, 16, 14, if we take this all off, we get 14, 15, 14, so I guess that's slightly better.
Slightly better. Our HP, I think, is slightly higher. But, yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah. And AC actually goes way up, so maybe water is what I should be doing here. Speed goes down and int goes down, which makes me sad. So maybe these both together actually wouldn't be too bad. Because it does bring it back up and... I don't know. Lowers the attack.
I like fire water. Seems pretty balanced.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Alright, who we got next?
Oh, wait, no, it's the band. So it should be Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, okay, that's perfect.
It actually turned out pretty good.
It looks like it's the same as fire water, I think.
Wow, the only thing... Oh wait, it does lower constitution. No, doing this is better. Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire does not actually work out too well.
Yeah, wind is just a penalty there.
Right. And water is just a boon.
1 HP?
1 HP.
Okay.
Oh, that trade... more defense, but less HP. But okay, it's better. I'm just gonna leave it that way.
Yeah.
Let's finally go to the assassin.
Thai-chang crane of Yin.
Yes. Dexterity is very important, so fire is probably where I want to go, and I don't think I can get higher dexterity than just fire.
Just fire?
Yeah.
I wouldn't attribute dexterity in fire, typically, but what does she look like?
Meh. Tasteful. I can go either way.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
Who we got left? The Rune Master?
Zathan Runecaster of Frul.
I mean, I guess he can't really be anything else other than a Rune Master with that last name.
Yes. Kind of born into that occupation.
Mm-hmm.
A Frul of a Took.
My name is Jeeves, the warrior.
Yeah, that's very much a name that solidifies your occupation.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, parents.
Yeah. So we want int to go up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Storm clouds. Storm clouds makes int go crazy.
He has no hits, though.
Yeah, and luck is terrible. Let's see if we can actually improve.
I don't think... Yeah, I didn't see luck increasing from 6 on anybody.
Oh, you're right. You donate to temples to make that go up, actually. I forgot about that. Wow, this drastically... This is terrible.
Wow. His stats don't seem very good.
No, but the int is amazing. Basically, you don't want your runecaster to be in the front line at all. Because their supports, like, they're the only ones who can do anything magical, or at least cast magic. Everybody else can read scrolls and use potions, but, like,
yeah,
the casting system, like, he can do insane amounts of damage, or she can do insane amounts of damage. Meh.
Yeah.
The in-game sprite isn't this bad, but actually I think it's probably better to do male, because the female one actually looks like some of the enemies.
Oh.
Yeah, the enemies actually have runecasters that look very similar to the female one, but there isn't one that looks like the male one.
I see.
Alright, cool. We can actually get started on this silly game.
Alright. Oh, he's like... Oh no, that's just smoke. It looked like he was kind of barfing a bit. But...
To me, it looks like more he's lighting up something. Okay, cool, this is the map. Time is going by, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing this. But this is where we need to go first.
Trehwendil. It's heavily defended.
Trahadwyl.
Trahadwyl.
So now
it's Moon Day.
It is Moon Day. They have a whole week system named after special things here. Okay. That map that we were on, like, everything had a blue banner on it, which is good. That means that it's being ruled by the king. And if at midnight, roving bands will come to try to attack towns, and if the towns, like you saw, this one was heavily defended.
Battle of the Bands!
Woo! Yeah, they duke it out on stage, and whoever rocks the hardest gets control of the town.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is medieval fantasy before, what do you call, brutal legend was a thing. So,
yes.
Like I said, this game's ahead of its time.
92.
So first... this is the silliest thing. You can pool all of your money together or split it apart. But only one person can buy something at a time, so you always want your active person to have all the money. I don't know why you even bother having an inventory system for all of these people.
It would make sense if this was like a multiplayer game, I think.
Sure.
But it's not.
I don't think I need to buy anything at this point, but I think I can go straight into the dungeon.
Is the guild? No.
Yes, it is actually. Enter cellar is where we go into the first dungeon. And
Or we could reclothe.
yes, reclothe. So we actually do not start with jeans, but we can put jeans on this guy.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Right.
Okay.
I actually did like the jeans the best for Trazere.
Okay, and then Tunaro.
Yeah, red's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or green, or any of these. I actually like the white too. Ah! Or you pick one.
Goron Tunic.
That's red. Boom. I'm
Okay.
colorblind, so tell me if that isn't red.
That is red, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
There are a lot of weird options for this one. I end up actually liking the default because it kind of looks like Spider-Man.
Well, if we want to do like a Spider-Man one, let's do that one. This one. Up one.
Boom?
Yeah.
Okay, I could go for that.
Yeah. That's like red and blue.
Mm-hmm. And then this silly conic beard person. I could go with just about anything for this, but the original actually isn't terrible for this guy.
Yeah, we'll stick with this. I think that's good.
Sounds good. Yay, all of our all of our customization. We can finally get into the meat of this game.
Hooray!
Okay,
Although,
cool.
I do enjoy minutia.
Mm-hmm. And this game is pretty good about minutia. So, here we are in a dungeon. This is Elliot the Dragon. Elliot the Dragon is our map. And our map is rotated 45 degrees, so that up, I think, corresponds to, as the north thing indicates, here. So if we go through different doors, I think these are all locked because they have like a little icon or a little handle thing here.
Okay.
This is kind of weird, but you have to like click on the thing here to interact with anything. So if, say I want to open the door, I have to do that because this game hasn't heard of right clicking. The door will not budge.
Can we open the treasure chest? The chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now I have Zothan highlighted, so Zothan is going to be doing all of the things that I tell them to do.
Oh, so there's a lot of micromanagement.
Yeah. A serpent potion. If I remember right, that is a healing potion.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't even...
It doesn't turn you into a snake?
No. It's not that cool. I really want to get into the magic system because this game has an excellent magic system.
Mm-hmm.
And I think first thing, I got to cue this up.
Bardish melody.
This is the music. This allows you to heal while you're not doing anything, or just in general. And also, this is the only way you actually get backing music for this game. As you can see, there were actually quite a few blanks here. You can learn those from pubs later. You can pay bards to teach you things.
Oh.
Ooh, it's stuttering some.
Now I can't actually hear it.
I know.
So I'm just picturing like super bass. Like, oh, why did that character turn invisible?
Because I hit the hide and shadow button.
Oh.
And good on you for realizing that that's what that's representing, and not that they turned into a wireframe of neon or something. But yeah, people don't notice the assassin when they are invisible, and some things can make other characters invisible as well, like potions or spells.
Mm-hmm.
The assassin does double damage from the back, too. Triple damage from the back.
Oh.
It is very important to position them behind people when you are attacking.
Is there flanking?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to look in the clock and see what's in here.
Destroy it.
Oh, it doesn't even tell me. It just says, Slazar finds treasure. Okay, I know what this means because I played this game enough to, but these runes are part of this magic system, and they tell you what the effect of the spell is. That kind of OM-looking thing means surround teleport, I want to say? So whenever I read that scroll, all of the squares around me will be affected by the teleport spell, which allows them to teleport somewhere.
That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to get into even more detail with it by doing the mixing bowl here. This is where you can create your own spells, and as was wont for early 90s games, it comes with a confusing interface.
Mm-hmm.
So where would you click to find the recipes for the spells?
The messy paper.
The messy paper? No.
Yeah.
That tells you what spells you have already created.
Oh. Okay. So looking for a recipe.
Mm-hmm.
The eye?
Correct. Good.
Yeah.
Good done. You need this. Well, okay, you actually can only make ones that you have runes for. So we have these runes already. We have missile, we have damage, and we have healing. And each of these things need to be mixed with one of these things: a bat wing, brimstone, or hedgehog venom, because hedgehogs are venomous.
Of course.
So, for instance, if I want to do healing on self, first I would do this, and then click this to mix it together. Now down here, you can see that my spell contains that X or the I with a slash through it. And then if I do this, that creates the spell so that I can use it here. If I click on this and then click the mixing bowl some more, it makes more copies of that spell.
Okay.
You can only use it as many times as you have readied like this. And as I do that, you can see it's depleting my hedgehog venom.
Hedgehog was spelled wrong, like super wrong, by the way.
Oh.
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
I guess that's something different.
For sure. I always thought it was hedgehog. Oh, man. So you can customize these things. These 4 spaces up here that I don't have 3 of those runes are direction spells. Like, those runes are how the spell is cast. So a missile spell is that you ready it and then you select a target and you cast it, and then it will carry whatever spell follows it to the destination that you clicked. So this plus Batwing, I have added the missile component to the spell. Now I want damage.
Oh.
So now I have a missile of damage that I can cast on something, and when it hits it will damage them. Similarly, I can also create a missile
of healing.
Right. And now if I wanted to, for some reason, I could then put damage at the end of it, and it would both heal and then damage them.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how this system works. And when you get more of these runes, you can get some really complicated things going on. Like you can do a missile of surround of damage, so that wherever you cast, the square that it hits and all of the surrounding squares are affected by whatever you're carrying. So you can kind of have a bomb.
Like a splash damage sort of thing.
Right, an area of effect spell. And you can have a missile that then goes into another missile, so that when it hits the target, it then continues straight forward beyond that. So you can hit multiple targets in kind of like a railgun kind of scenario.
Oh.
And you can even do weird, complicated things like missile of healing surround damage, so that it'll hit something, heal what it hit, and then everything around it will get damaged.
I need to take notes.
Right, this gets really complicated. But for now, I mean, we've only got this to work with, and this is pretty much all of the useful spells that we can do, because we don't really want to do one that damages ourselves.
A damage healing.
Yeah, or any of those kind of strange combinations. So I'm going to make up to like 10 of all of these.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, it changed things.
Swap the order for some reason.
And then here, make 10. Cool. So now my person... Oh, sorry. That will tell you the requirements.
What the spell actually does, kind of.
Yeah. And this button, which I never clicked, is to dump out the contents of whatever you're making if you want to, like, start from scratch. Unfortunately, you lose all of the ingredients that you've already put into it.
Oh, so don't touch that.
Not unless you messed up when you were making it for some reason or another.
So don't mess up.
Right.
Got it.
Because there is a penalty to pay. So there are also, if you see, these runes on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to cast damage on this, it opened the door.
Oh.
So now we can go to the next room.
Hooray!